Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we're pleased to be joined by a regular guest on this podcast, Anthony Alfredo, the driver of the number 38. This week, Georgia Peanuts on the car for him for Front Row Motorsports. The 38 Georgia Peanuts Ford for Front Row Motorsports, I should say. Hey, what's up? What's up, Anthony? How are you, bud?
I'm doing well, thanks. I appreciate you making time for me today.
Yeah. The sponsor, Georgia Peanuts, how'd that come together?
Well, it was really a new sponsor for us at Front Row Motorsports and myself, but we're really proud to have them on board in their home of Atlanta, Georgia, and promote not only farming peanuts, but all the great things they do for all the peanut farmers in Georgia that make up over 50% of our country's peanut growth and farming. And there's over 4,500 peanut farmers in Georgia itself. So I've learned a ton about this, and it's actually really cool and something that I never had a great understanding or appreciation of until the opportunity came about to work with Georgia Peanuts. So hopefully this is a relationship that we can maintain for a long time and years to come. We're really looking forward to this weekend. The car looks great. It's going to look really awesome on the racetrack. It'll be easy to see. And I'm just proud to represent not only Georgia Peanuts, but all the peanut farmers in Georgia.
Yeah, of course. If you haven't seen the car, I'll post a picture on my Twitter account. It looks pretty sick, I will say. I know it's so we talked to you before the start of the season. How has I know it's been up and down for the 38 team, but overall, how do you think you're doing so far?
I think it's going pretty well so far. I mean, I wish we were able to finish, obviously, the Daytona 500, but we were one of, I think, half the field that didn't get to finish that one. And then last week was just unfortunate circumstances. But we're ready to move on to Atlanta and rebound and have a better weekend. Other than that, I think Homestead went exceptionally well. Obviously, that was we had the road course before that, and for hardly any road course experience and us having pretty significant damage, I think we ended up 22nd, and we were racing for a top 20 at the end. I was just about to pass Ryan Newman for 20th, and I made a mistake, and then Chase Elliott passed me, so we ended up 22nd, but not bad for my first road course race in a cup car and first time ever seeing Daytona road course. And Homestead, as I said, was a really great run for us, 24th on the lead lap, and can't complain about a top 25 there and a lead lap finish in my first intermediate race with a cup car and this current package that's way different than anything I've ever driven. So tried to do the same thing in Atlanta. We actually had the same exact finish. I think it was 24th again, and just trying to get that first top 20. So maybe this weekend's it. It's a very long race, 500 miles at Atlanta. Really great racetrack. I think one that's going to suit my driving style well, just like Homestead. I love putting it up on the wall and just having options as far as being able to move around and stuff. So it should provide a great racing for the fans and hopefully opportunity for us to score a new best finish.
When you look at this weekend in Atlanta, what do you like about that place?
Definitely just the track surface, how worn out it is. And as I said, the fact that there's options, and what I mean by that is you can run in just about every lane at Atlanta, whether it's the very bottom, wrapping that painted line on the bottom of the racetrack, or right up against the wall in the corner, or even the middle for that matter. So that's super helpful, especially with the current aero package, because it's so hard to pass and you have to go wherever you can for clean air. So as long as your car doesn't mind it, and what I mean by that is, it doesn't affect the handling too great, as long as you can still make speed out of it in different lines. It's always great to be able to do that and just find speed in other places rather than kind of having to run single file in one groove. So places like Atlanta put on some of the best races for the fans and make it really fun for us drivers.
I know you have what's it like going on every week with Mojo on Sirius XM? I know you took the place of you're living in the footsteps of David Reagan doing that.
It's awesome. I love it. Mojo's an awesome guy, and it's always a pleasure to hop on Sirius XM with him every Monday night, Sirius XM channel 90, which is the NASCAR channel, and we catch up on the race weekend, kind of talk about the general basis of what happened that weekend, not only my race personally, but the race itself. And then we'd kind of dive into what's upcoming and what the next race is going to be. So it's really cool to have the opportunity to do that weekly. And I always really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. Mondays are super busy days and really fun days. Honestly, you just got back from the race and you got your competition meeting. I get to hop on with Mojo, talk about the race. And I've got the Monday Night Racing League on Monday nights on iRacing that I'm live streaming. So definitely one of the busiest days of the week, but one of my favorites.
Yeah, maybe we need to get you on here every week. So okay, so you talked about the Monday Night League. You're actually going for a championship this week, along with Preston Pardis, Nick DeGroot, and Will Rogers. Of course, the Monday Night League. It's just incredible from how it started to where it is now. They're already in like season 2, and season 3 you'd race all different types of cars. I mean, I think Ryan Vargas, Nick Sanchez, NHRA driver Ron Capps really was the one that really took this off. And of course, I had Ford Martin on my podcast yesterday, and just to see how big this has gotten, and just kind of talk about how big it's gotten, and then preview your championship run Monday.
Well, it's a great point to bring up is how fast it's grown in such a short amount of time. It reminds me of my own league, the Esports Racing League, which has been on break, so to speak, during this time, just because I've gotten a lot busier and don't have the time as a league owner. However, Ford and I have been brainstorming some things for behind the scenes, so stay tuned for that. But the Monday Night Racing League itself, I've been one like Ron to be there since the beginning, pretty much, and seen it grow and been a competitor on a weekly basis. And then now to have the opportunity to race for a championship is exciting, just because obviously iRacing's always played an important role in my real life racing career. And it's just an incredible opportunity to engage with my fans when I'm not at the track in real life and be able to live stream and have fun. And it's actually gotten really competitive. So as you mentioned, the championship's going to be an exciting race. And then to have the real life Fox booth guests calling the shots is going to be really cool as well. So we're all looking forward to it. It's just a good time and something to keep the fans entertained during the week and just have fun, really.
Your teammate Michael McDowell will be giving the invocation for the race. Alan Bestwick, of course, legendary NASCAR announcer, is actually the grand marshal for that race. And I heard there could be a surprise in store for the national anthem singer. So
really? Okay. Well, now I'm really pumped. This is going to be a huge event. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if you listen to my podcast yesterday with Ford Martin, he pulls in big. I mean, I don't know how he does it, but
neither do I. It's awesome though.
He pulls in big guests. So yeah. So you talk about you go into my next question about the Pro Invitational Series, which is coming up. You're going to get a little dirty this week. What I mean by that is, of course, the Bristol Dirt race coming up. You're going to run the iRacing on that. I know that, I've seen racers do it when iRacing got the Bristol Dirt track on there. And then you're going to literally do it for real. I think this is the first time you've ever been on dirt. How exciting is this for you to go into something that you've never really done?
It's weird. I'm definitely a little bit nervous just because I've never done it, but I'm excited, and almost more excited than I'm nervous. In the beginning of the year, a lot of people were asking, what is one of the races that's not a place you've been to or something that you're most excited about? I think you maybe even asked me that question at the beginning of the year, and I said Bristol Dirt, surprisingly, just because I've always wanted to dirt race and I haven't had the opportunity. So to do it in a cup car and be a part of that inaugural event is really cool. It's important to me and our partners and everyone at Front Row Motorsports. It's going to be really cool. And I know we'd love nothing better than to be the first ones to win that race. And it's going to be hard with some of those dirt guys, but maybe it's just an opportunity at least to score a really good finish, because I think it's going to be a race of survival, kind of like some of these road course races, some of these other wild events, even super speedways for that matter. It's going to be challenging, but hopefully I could get acclimated and figure it out. Obviously we have practice, which is huge, and going to have those heat races and then the main event. So It'll be pretty cool. I've been studying really hard on the trucks running Eldora in the past. And of course, now that iRacing has it, as you mentioned, I've been on my SimSeats driving simulator and wearing that thing out, just trying to get all the laps I could get because, it's just over a week out and I don't think I'm gonna have the opportunity to actually test a real dirt car. So it's the next best thing. And I think it's really cool that we're going to have the opportunity to put on a virtual show there before we go race there in real life. And I think that's going to be the case with some of the other pro invitational events. So to bring that series back and have it tied into the real life schedule is really exciting and really cool for me. Cause obviously, as I said earlier, with, iRacing is important to me and I take it as an opportunity to showcase, my talent virtually and represent my partners and our team in a different way, which is really cool. It's just not about the racetrack in real life. It's just a whole different sense of added value for our partners.
Yeah. Of course, whenever we go iRacing, you're obviously one to beat. William Byron's going to be tough to beat. Timmy Hill's going to be tough to beat, and we had a few surprises because, remember Alex Bowman won, Denny Hamlin won actually that first race, and who knows who could be in there. We could see Dale Jr. again. So it'll be definitely interesting for sure. Can you do your best Mojo impression?
Oh, my best Mojo impression. I see what Mojo, I think, tones it down a little for me. So I gotta see here. All I know is every time he brings me on, he says, "Let's go to the hotline where we got Anthony Alfredo, driver of the 38 car." And he does it every time. I love it. It's awesome. He's got such great energy. It always makes me excited. And man, I love talking racing with him.
Oh yeah. Of course, you can hear that every weekend with Mojo on Sirius XM. Of course, because living up to a front row motorsports tradition, as I said. Of course, David Reagan did it for so many years. Talking with him. But Anthony Alfredo, thank you so much for coming on the show. You are always welcome on this podcast. Anytime you ever want to come on.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Also, good luck this weekend in Atlanta.
Thank you.